Hi, this is Jeffrey Vasquez and this is quantity surveying. In this video, we'll talk about masonry works and steel reinforcement. Let's start with masonry works. Um, we have here our values, our constant values, which was taken from the simplified estimate by Max Fajardo. We have here the size of the hollow block, number of hollow block per square meter, as well as the 40 kilogram and 50 kilogram bags of cement needed, as well as the sand needed. So here is our classification of mixture, and in which we will use the class C mixture for our masonry works. So for class C mixture, we have our filler and laying cement of 0.795 and 0.8438 sand for plastering as well, and as well as for wall footings. So to start with, we'll start with our first floor. Um, First we need to count the total length or the perimeter of the walls that will be covered with masonry works. So we have 71.3 meters, as well as the height we have 3.15 meters, and then we have to count the area which is taken by the doors and windows. So here it is in square meters. Then we have to calculate the total area which is taken from length times height minus the door and minus the window. So we have here the total uh, area for the first floor, which will be covered by masonry works, of 212.459 cubic meters. So to count the total pieces of hollow blocks needed, we just simply need to multiply 12.5 to the total area. So we have 2 212.459 multiplied by 12.5, so it is equals to 2656 pieces of hollow blocks. Then for cement mortar, which is needed, we just simply need to multiply the area to the constant cement. So 212.459 multiplied by 0.759, which is equals to 162, which was already rounded up. And then for the sand, we just need to multiply the area by 0.80843, which is equal to 7.93. And for the cement plastering needed, we just simply need to multiply the area with 0.114, which is equals to 31, which we already rounded up. And then for the sand, for plastering, we need to multiply the area by 0.016, which is equal to 3.04. And for footings, we need to multiply the area by the cement needed, which is 0.0225, which is equal to 17, which is we already rounded up already. And then for the sand, we just need to multiply 0.015, which is equals to 1.0695. And for the gravel, we need to multiply it by 0.03, which is equals to 2.139. And then we just repeat all those formulas to the second floor, to the ground floor. Here is our ground floor here, before the first floor line and the finishing of the ground line. So it has a height of 0.6 meters. And then we also need to calculate the masonry works of the septic tank, as well as the hollow blocks on top, which is this one, this. So in total, we just need to add all the pieces of hollow blocks, which is equals to 6,693. And for cement, we just need to add all the cements needed for cement mortar and for plastering and for footing. So we had a total of 522 bags of 40 kilogram per bag cement. Then for the sand, we just need to add all the sands needed. So we had 55.9 cubic meters of sand. For gravel, we have 4.329 cubic meters of gravel. So that's all for our masonry works. Steel reinforcement naman tayo. So let's start with footing 1. Yan, footing 1 natin, count natin yung clear length niya. Tapos bend length. So add natin yung clear length and bend length, makakuha tayo ng total cut niya, which is 1.6 meters. Tapos meron tayong 8 dito, 8 na 16mm diameter bars. So 8 by 2, which is 16 pieces na kailangan natin. Multiply natin kung ilan yung columns na i-multiply natin kung ilan yung footings natin, which is 18. So 288 pieces. Then multiply by 1.6. So 260.8 meters na. Tapos gagamit tayo ng 5 meter bars kasi nga 1.25 meters lang yung excess niya. So ito 5 divided by 1.6, so 3.1.25. So mas economical siya. Say 3 cuts lang. Yan. So divide natin 288 divided by 3, which is equals to 96 pieces of 16mm 5 meter bars. Then sa tie wire naman tayo. So count lang natin yung intersections niya. 8 times 8, which is 64, multiply by 18 yung number of footings natin, which is equals to 1,152 ties. Tapos, bawat tie ay 25 cm. So, multiply natin by 0.25, which is equals to 228 meter of ties. Tapos, bawat kilogram ng tie wire natin is equals to 53 meters. So, divide lang natin to 228 divided by 53 is equals to 5.43 kilograms of tie wires. So, ganon din ang gagawin sa footing 2 natin. Makakuha tayo. Kakailanganin natin ng 11 pieces of 12mm 6 meter bars. Tapos, sa tie wires, kailanganin ng 0.693 kilograms. Tapos sa footing 3 naman, nangangailangan ng 3 pieces of 12mm 6 meter bars. Tapos 0.212 kilograms of tie wires. Ngayon sa columns naman tayo. So count natin yung floor to floor length, which is 3.7 meters. Tapos second floor to the top, which is 3.5 meters. Then itong 1.4 meters itong sa ibaba. Bend length naman niya, which is 0.256 meters. Total length niya ay 8.856. So, unang gagawin natin, count natin yung main bars natin. So, main bars for column 1, meron tayong 8 bars. Then, for 18 columns, which is 8 times 18, so 144 pieces of 16mm 9 meter bars. For lateral ties naman, ito yung test na gagawin natin. So 16 by 16mm, ito yung diameter ng malaking natin bar, so which is equals to 0.256 meter. Tapos 48 by 10 meters, ito yung millimeter diameter natin ties, so 0.48 meter. Tapos yung column natin, this side ng column natin is 0.3 meters. We will adapt 0.256 meters kasi siya yung smallest na value. So, ito yung magiging spacing ng ating lateral ties. So, sa pagkuha ng spaces, 8.6 meter divided by itong spacing na to. So, makakaroon tayo ng 34 spaces. Tapos, mag-add 1 lang tayo para sa number of ties. So, meron tayong 35 ties. Tapos, multiply natin yung ilang column. So, 35 times 18, which is 630 lateral ties. Tapos, ang length ng lateral ties natin is 1.2 meters by inspection. Then, multiply lang natin 630 times 1.2 meters, which is equals to 756 meters. So, sa lateral ties natin, gagamit tayo ng 6 meters bar. So, 756 meter divided by 6, which is equals to 126 pieces of 10 mm 6 meter bars. Yan. Sa tire wires naman, kunin lang natin yung intersection, which is 8 times 35. Then, which is equals to 280 intersections. Then, multiply lang natin kung ilan columns to. So, 280 times 18, which is equals to 540 tire wires. Then, multiply by 0.25 kasi 25 cm kada tire wires. So, 1,260. Then, divide by 53 kasi 53 meters ang bawat kilo ng tire wires. So, 1,260 divided by 53, which is equals to 23.77 kilograms of tire wire. Sa column 2, ganun din ang gagawin. So, kakakuha tayo ng 24 pieces of 16 mm 9 meter bars. Tapos, 21 pieces of 10 mm 6 meter bar. Sa tire wire naman, kailanganin natin ng 3.962 kilograms of tire wires. Ngayon, dito naman tayo sa beam. Yan. So, count natin yung continuous length niya. Dalawang beams to, row A at column 1. So, yan. So, una tayo dito sa continuous na bar natin, which is may 4 na bars. So, sa row A tayo, 22.92. Ito yung continuous length niya. Plus 0.38 times 2. Ito yung length niya. So, 23.68 meters. Yan. So, sa 23.68 meters, kakasya dito ang dalawang 12 meters. 12 meter bar. So, may dalawa tayong kakailanganin. Times 4. Tapos, times tatlong beams kasi to. So, which is equals to 24 pieces of 16 mm 12 meter bar. Then, sa column 1 naman tayo, ganun din ang gagawin, which is equals to 10.18 meters. So, kakailanganin natin ng isang 10.5 meter bar. So, isa times 4, tapos 6. Ito yung number of columns. So, 24 pieces of 16 mm 10.5 meter bars. Sa stiffeners naman, which is mayroon tayong tagdadalawa kada beams. So, walang hook length itong stiffener. So, 23 meters lang. At yan. So, magkakasya dito ang dalawang 12 meter bar. So, 2 times 2 tapos 3 na number of beams. So, 12 pieces. Then, sa column 1 naman, 9 meters to. So, magkakasya talaga dito yung 9 meter bar. So, isang 9 meter bar times 2 tapos 6 na number of beams. So, 12 pieces pa rin. Then, dito naman tayo sa extra, top and bottom, which is 16 mm bars. Sa row A muna tayo, which is may tatlong beams to. So, span niya 23 meters. So, sa end support niya, so L over 3 plus hook length, so 23 over 3 plus 0.38, so 6.8 meters at 2 pieces. So, kakailanganin natin dito ng dalawang pieces ng 7.5 meters. Tapos, multiply by 3, so 6 pieces. Then, sa support naman, 2 times 23 over 3 plus 0.3, which is equals to 13.94 meters. So, kakailangan natin ng 3 pieces dito. So, syempre, walang kakasya dito sa 13.94 kasi pinakamalaking length natin is, 12 meters. So, kailangan natin ng dalawang 7.5. Tapos, tatlo ito. So, 2 times 3, 6. Tapos, ninang tatlo. So, 6 mm, 7 meter bar, 7.5 meter bars. Then, sa mid-span, ito yung formula niya. Makakuha tayo ng 7.67 meters na dalawang pieces. So, magkakasya dito yung 9 meter bar. So, 6 pieces of 16 millimeter 9 meter bars. So, ganun din ang gagawin dito sa column 1 natin. So, nakakaiba lang is multiply natin by 6. Tapos, iba yung span natin. So, sa stirrups ng row A natin, by inspection, meron tayong 122 stirrups. So, tatlong beams to. Kaya 102 times 3, which is 366. So, length ng kada stirrup natin is 1.5 meter. So, total length ng stirrups natin dito ay multiply lang natin by 1.5. So, 549 meters. Then, total of bars. So, gagamitin natin itong 9 meter kasi wala siyang excess. So, 549 meters divided by 9 so is equals to 61 pieces of 10 millimeter 9 meter bars. Tire wire naman tayo, intersections ang kukunin natin, which is 9 times 122, which is 1,098. Multiply natin kung ilang beams, so 3. So, meron tayong total na 3,294 ties. Then, multiply natin by 0.25 kasi 25 cm kada ties. Tapos, divide by 53, which is equals to 15.54 kilograms of tire wires. So, for stirrups sa tire wires ng column 1, ganun din ang gagawin. Makakuha tayo ng stirrups na 62 pieces of 10 mm 9 meter bars. Tapos, 15.8 kilograms of tire wires. Sa beam 2 naman, ganun din ang gagawin. Ganun yung formula pa rin. Ngayon sa slabs naman tayo. Sa slab, ito yung total area ng first floor natin. Yan. 219.445 square meters. So, i-multiply natin to na 2.749 which is constant. Ito, galing to sa quantity of steel bars and tire wires on one way reinforced concrete slab. Galing sa libro ni Max Fardo. So, which is equals to 603.25 or sabihin na natin 604 pieces of 10 mm 5 meter bars. Ngayon sa tire wires naman niya, yung total na area niya, multiply na natin ng 0.101. So, constant na to, galing din to sa libro. So, yan. Which is equals to 22.16 kilograms of tire wires. Sa second floor slab naman, ganun din ang gagawin. Meron tayong area na 189.09 square meters. Tapos, ito yung spacing niya sa dito. So, makakakuha tayo dito ng constant. Ito yung constant niya. 3.524. So, multiply natin sa area, which is makakuha tayo ng 666.35 or sabihin natin 667 pieces of 12 mm 5 meter bars. Sa tire wires naman, multiply lang natin ng 0.163. So, 30.82 kilograms of tire wire. Yan. Sa walls naman tayo, ito yung total na nakuha nating hollow blocks. So, gagawin, multiply lang natin ng 0.128. So, which is equals to 856.704 meters. So, gagamitin natin is 10 mm 5 meter bars. So, yan. Divide by 5 lang. So, kakakuha tayo ng 172 pieces of 10 mm 5 meter bars. Then, sa horizontal naman, multiply lang natin ng 0.172 which is equals to yan. Then, gagamit din tayo ng 10mm 5m bars. So, divide by 5 lang yan. So, kakailanganin natin ng 231 pieces of 10mm 5m bars. Yan. Sa tire wires naman natin, syempre, ito yung mga vertical spacing every 3 layers. Yan. So, yan. 6,093 10.71 kilograms of tire wires. So, in total, ito yung nakuwenta natin. Kakailangan natin ng 100 pieces of 16mm 5m bars, 667 pieces of 12mm 5m bars, 1,007 pieces of 10mm 5m bars. Tapos 5 pieces of 16mm 6m bars, 14 pieces of 12mm 6m bar, 152 pieces of 10mm 6m bars, 48 pieces of 16mm 7.5m bars, 175 pieces of 16mm 9m bars, 12 pieces of 12mm 9m bars, 120 pieces of 10mm 9m bars, 24 pieces of 16mm 10.5m bars, 24 pieces of 16mm 12m bars, at 12 pieces of 12mm 12m bars. Tapos, ang total na tire wire natin is 129.8 or sabihin na natin 130 kilograms of tire wires. That's all. Thank you.